going, Raven?
How's it going, Raven? How's it going, Raven? Oh. You gotta wait for it. Wait for it. I love that sound. Alright, got my water. Got my instruction manual. Got the clippers. Time to put this bad boy to work. Oh, look how full that is. Damn, 11 a.m. still? Shit, we're a few hours late. Got your water. Got your instructions. Got your cum. That's right. That's right. You come. Look at that. We got the size comparison, the jug to the instruction manual. I got so much shit in my face. I can't hardly see my display. There's a lamp right here. There's a microphone right here. There's a camera right here. And it's all, and the TV is in between. There I go. See, I'm already hitting shit. All right, where were we? Where do we leave off? You know what? Today's going to be a nice chill stream. All right, we got shoulder finished, arm finished, legs finished. So it looks like next is going to be the body. Well, you can send it to the liquid in your face. The water can stay. Water can stay. Everything else becoming kind of a problem. Alright, what does it look like? Looks like we're gonna need some F. We're gonna find the goddamn F sprue. Here, this looks like bodies and shit. Did you remember the dinotherm? What the fuck is a dinotherm? Did you remember the dinotherms? Oh my, is this an inside joke that I'm missing? Is this something super obvious? Is this something super obvious that I should know, but I'm not that smart? Refresh my mind. Let's assume that I know what a dinotherm is. As the teacher here, pop quiz. If you know what a dinotherm is, put it in chat. I mean, I know. I'm just checking for the benefit of you guys. I want to make sure you guys know what a dinotherm is. Alright. F. Is this one of the F's? No, this is PC. A, B. There's E. Elemental P. A, B. There's F. Okay, it can't be the F because the F's are gone. It's not part of that sprue. That's L. K. M. Go. There's H. It's a dinothermic reaction. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There's D. Here's F. Alright, so we're gonna need A and F. I already see B, so we need to find out where the B is. There's C. More E's. All the infracells up. All the infracells up. All the infracells. What do I look like, a chemist? Do I look like somebody who has the memory of not a goldfish? I appreciate that Chaos has so much faith in me as a human. I messed it up. I forgot to enter Activate the interlocks first. This definitely sounds like it's a mission reference of some kind that I'm just completely missing. Is this a mission reference? The dinotherms. Dinotherms. Dinothermic reactions. Wombology. The study of wombo. Actually, I like it like this. If I have the sprue markers up. You know what? Let's alphabeticalize this real quick. I think that'd be the best thing to do. Let's put this in the alphabetical order. So we already have A out, and we have B out. So we don't gotta worry about A and B. Or F. So A and B already accounted for. So A, B. Here's C. A, B, C, D, E. And F we already got. Small shit. What if I said go king beast lion? Go king beast lion. Go king beast lion. Go king beast lion. I'm still drawing a blank. You might as well just say it outright. I'm not gonna get it. I'm telling you right now, I am not. I'm not gonna get it. Voltron. I'll be honest with you, man. I haven't seen Voltron in a long, long time. I could barely remember what the G Gundam cry of war is. You want me to remember ancient stuff like Voltron? What do I look like? Some getter man? The A, B, C, D. E. We have F. Here's the G's. And there's H. Here's an I. Well, there goes a tiny sprue that I'm going to have to go hunting for. What are you? You're the rubbers. I'm going to put you over there. I was using the forming sequence when they combine everything. So there's the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. No, it's a dinosaur. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I. I know we just had I. Actually, I is probably the thing that I dropped. So here's K. You know, where's J? You know, I think it's getting there. So wait, are you telling me the Power Rangers just ripped off Voltron like wholesale? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? Yeah, what are you? Oh, you're just another PC. That's what Power Rangers did. Power Rangers just ripped off. They just ripped off Voltron. Why don't you have anything? Okay, PC2. Got it. And then L, that's all the framing. Can throw that to the side. Throw that to the wayside. Enough about me. What about you guys? How are you today, Chaos? I need F4. Found it. Same with Super Sentai, the powerful Rangers came. No, that is definitely cap. That's definitely cap. Even I know that the Power Rangers came out second. The Power Rangers are just American Super Sentai. Because nobody in the United States is going to watch some show called Super Sentai. You can't trick me. I know that much. You haven't seen Akiba Ranger? Is Akiba Ranger, is that the one where they're like super crazy? Where their powers are based on delusions? So the more delusional he acts, like the more powerful his transformation is or something like that. Like I remember he had like an action figure of like his waifu, and then she came to life, and that's how he became a super Power Ranger guy. Is that what that is? Yes, I saw a few episodes because when that came out, I was like, oh, ha ha, hee hee. It's the Super Sentai parody. A. So we need just all the A pieces, right? Just all of them. Just basically all the A pieces. I mean, that's basically we need all the A pieces. We're making the body. Of course, we just need all the A pieces. Well, let's slow down. Let's not get them all cut out. What I want to know, which came first? Super Sentai or Kamen Rider? Which one of those came out first? It had to be Super Sentai started it all, right? And then Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider is the adult version. It shows the powerful Rangers, so take the normal outfit for Dino Red and Green and add a bit of the American flag. Okay, that sounds sick. Yo, we are the powerful Rangers, bro. We're the powerful Rangers. Is that really what this is? You just slide this bad boy in? That's it? Is that all? That doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Here, let's do it on this side first. Yeah, that doesn't fit. It has to be that side. But there's like 2 notches here that make me kind of cautious about what I'm doing here. Well, that's where it says it has to go, so I'm gonna trust it. I'm gonna trust the process. Kamen Rider 71, Super Sentai 75. Really? So Kamen Rider came out first. That's crazy, actually. I did not see that coming. I thought for sure Super Sentai started it all, but no, it was Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider started it. So what? Kamen Rider was just always super serious? And then Super Sentai was supposed to be like the child-friendly version? Bottom rear view. Alright, that looks perfect. A2 and A1. I guess Kamen Rider is still a kid's show. Even if it has like some dark, like, people are dying. Because there's a lot of Kamen Rider toys that are marketed towards kids. Then again, you never know, because I've seen like Lego Halo sets. And Halo's rated M for mature. So really, what do I know, huh? Don't worry, Captain, we can buff out those scratches. That's why I know about the dark ones. So I just always thought that Kamen Rider was like made for the older kids, like the teens to early adults. But then I remember every time I go to a Yodobashi camera and I go by the toy section on the way to the video games. Front and center every time. It's the Kamen Rider belt where you slide in the cartridge and it makes a noise. Yo, the toys for little kids in Japan, kind of lit. Kind of lit. Oh, that's an interesting way to set this up. Really? So it goes in like this. You didn't narrow it down with the belt at all. I'm just saying that the Kamen Rider toys, they have the belt. I wasn't trying to be specific. I was just saying that I thought Kamen Rider was the adult stuff. But no, they have toys for the kids. Alright, there's not really a lot of room for that to fit in there. Oh, okay, there we go. It fits better on the other side. Alright, I see how it is. Now that I think about it, Power Rangers also had that belt gimmick. They had that in the first one, didn't they? Mastodon! And then he had the thing in the belt, and it turned and it spun, and then it summoned the Dinozoids. See, I'm annoyed because there's that clear crack there, and I can't get my fingers in there to pinch it closed. So I'm wondering, how am I supposed to do this? I'm gonna do a little bit of ingenuity here. Gonna see if I can't loop this in there, and then just tug on it to close it. Do something like this. Go in big brain mode. And maybe if I twist this enough times, it'll squeeze it shut for me. Down there in the crevice I can't reach. I need like some tiny pliers or something. No, that's not gonna work. Oh, that's gonna bug me. That's gonna bug me. I hope that gets covered up so I can't see it. As long as I can't see it, it doesn't exist. Didn't they recently come out with a anime show about, like, what if one of the bad guys disguised himself as a Power Ranger to, you know, to get on the inside? And then it turns out the Power Ranger guys are actually jackasses who orchestrate all the disasters on purpose to become rich and famous. I feel like that's a thing that was done. Anime, you wouldn't have any idea? Not an anime guy, huh? But the live action shows. I really did like the live action shows. When the Power Rangers movie came out in the States and they began with jumping out of the airplane, and the White Ranger guy he had the snowboard and he was doing all the cool spins and shit. I was like, he is the coolest guy to ever exist. That's just a fact. He is that guy. He is the guy. Where's F21? There's 24, 22, 21, and 17. 21 and 17. I still remember some of the jokes where, like, they're fighting the bad guys and the Pink Ranger uses her whip and she trips him. And as he's like spinning through the air and she's like tripping the dude, it's like, have a nice trip. See you next fall. And like, as a kid, I was like, oh my god. She devastated that. She killed that man. That was the greatest burn in the history of burns. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. None of your beeswax. Dude, the one-liners in that show, just off the chain. Absolutely. It peak cinema. Is what it was. Alright, how's this shit supposed to fit in? Really, like this? Oh well, gotta trust the process. I really like the scene. They lose their powers, and then they have to go to that temple where they can get the ninja powers. In the Black Ranger, he's a frog, right? And he's like looking all sad. In the Magic Lady, she's like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "I'm a frog," because everybody else got cool animals like a tiger and a hawk, and he's just a frog. But then she's like, you know, when you kiss a frog, he turns into a handsome prince. And then his smile, like his little wholesome smile. I was like, oh yeah. That's the good stuff. Right there. I remember that scene. That was a very memorable movie. The one with Ivan Ooze. Yeah. That's definitely one of my favorite movies from my childhood. Definitely have to say. How does it? Okay, this goes in the back. Have that there. And this goes over the top. Get some of that junk off. I should get a filer so I can file these down. Look at the marks from when they came off the sprue. That always annoys me, but I'm too lazy to file them off. F5, F22. There's F5. There's 22. So this slides down. Oh, that was a very satisfying feeling. I'm trying to wonder where this is going to go. I imagine this fits inside the core somewhere. There's a lot of detail for something that's ultimately going to get hidden away. I did find a Magnolia kit. I mean, Magnolia's kind of cool, but I was hoping to find, like, Chief. Because I keep hearing about this cool Chief character. But we did end up finding that Magnolia kit. As long as, I think those were the art books. The art books for Armored Core 5 and Armored Core Verdict Day. That was a really cool find. I'm gonna have to go back to that store. That was just the Kotobukiya and Akihabara. So it should always be full. It should stay well stocked. So I'm not worried about them disappearing overnight. B11 and I5. Dominator Freak came by. He posted he has the Stinger kit. I accidentally made myself really jealous because I looked up the old Armored Core kits. They made so many Armored Core kits. And on Amazon, they're all like hundreds of dollars. And that's just gonna annoy me to no end that I missed out. I heard that guy doesn't like annoyances. Annoying. We need to play the Armored Core 1 series next, I think. After we finish Armored Core 2. We gotta go and play Armored Core 1. And Project Phantasm. And Master of Arena. Aren't those in different chronological order? I thought those were the ones that... The release order is different from the chronological order. Is Project Phantasm first? Does it go Project Phantasm, then Armored Core 1, and then Master of Arena? What am I looking for? I5. Kinda yes, but no. Alright, you hit me with the pirate meme. Yes, but no. Oh, is it like they're interlocked? Like, oh, the first half of Project Phantasm comes first, and then we have to pause and go play Armored Core, and then we play the second part of Project Phantasm, and then you play Armored Core Master of Arena. But before you beat Master of Arena, you go back, and then you play Armored Core 1, and then India. Is that the gist? Okay, I'm thinking this goes like this. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna be a little upset. No, that seemed to work out well. Alright, there's the front view. Excuse me. Oh, this slides in and then it goes out the bottom. Oh, that's interesting. Project Phantasm 1, then Master of Arena. Okay. Project Phantasm, Armored Core 1, then Master of Arena. Uh-oh. I don't think that's how that works. Because this thing's in the way. It's got to be pushed further back. And I can't push it further back. This is fucked up. Because this is supposed to come out through the bottom, but there's a piece here that's in the fucking way. You had better not have led me astray. I don't know if it's supposed to just sit at the top like this. So I think it's supposed to come all the way out the bottom, but we see this part is in the way. But then again, it does have this little hook here, which makes me think it's all right if it sits over the top. We're gonna have to continue building and see what it looks like later. Alright, so how does this go? This has the notch, so the notch has to face inwards. Alright, so let's make the other notch. I saw more people complaining about the old control scheme again. Making me a little upset. You know what, I'm gonna say it. The old control scheme, not that bad. The old Armored Core control scheme, it perfectly fine. Not a bad control scheme. I feel like the old Armored Core game should be played as intended with the old school control scheme. It just feels right, you know? Try to get in there. Well, don't fight me on this. Get in there. Oh, I'm very worried about that. I hope this is not... Yeah, this definitely has to be pushed in more. There's no way it's not supposed to be pushed in more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that looks better. That looks safe. Okay, there we go. Now it slides in. Now it's nice. Much better. Cool. Now we need A17 and A6. Ooh. A17, A6. With Nightfall and Rusty being part of the 30-minute line, I wonder if they really are, if you're able to build them in just 30 minutes straight, like no problem. Like, I wonder how accurate of a statement that is when they say, this is part of our 30-minute line. Well, is it really just 30 minutes? Because I've never built one of the 30-minute kits before. So I'm kind of curious to see what it's going to be like. A6, 17, F1. Because if they're only 30 minutes, we could probably knock out both those bad boys in one stream very easily. What I was originally planning is if I could get a bunch of them so we can do a giveaway. I would just set it up so like people could enter while I'm just building both the kits. And then at the end, after I've built both of them, we would like do the raffle to give them away. But if they're both just going to be 30 minutes, might be better to do something else instead of building them on stream. Now we need the E. E11. Here's one of them. We need two. There's the second. Is there anything else I need? E, E, E. We got F. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna trust the process.
Greetings, countrymen.
Yo, Oragi, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy our little stream here, putting together White Glint. So this needs to be inserted into 17. Ooh. I got Butterfingers. I have Butterfingers. There we go. There you go, that's better. 1, 2. Oh, I see. This piece slips into the other side. Or I thought so, at least. That's 1, 2, 3. This has to go on the back first. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Yeah, the back part's not sliding down all the way. Ow. One of the parts ran away from me. Oh, no, we got both of them. Okay. Yeah, this part is sticking up too much. I don't think that's correct. I don't think it's supposed to look like that. I'm gonna push it in a little more firmly and then try again. That's a much better fit. Nice, okay, it fit in perfectly. Okay, so it was supposed to stick up that far. Okay, that feels solid. That's a good one. Okay, 39 finished. We need B. B8. Okay, there's B8. PCH. B8, PCH. F6, 10, 13. A. B, C, D, E. Six. Ten. $13. I wonder how they decided on the numbering convention. Seems a bit strange to have this be 6, 13, 10 instead of, like, I don't know, just make them 6, 7, 8. I'm sure they had their reasons, but it's kind of funny to see how they decided to number some of these pieces. And these just go around in a circle. Oh shit, I wasn't keeping track of the numbers. That slides in 2. And these seem pretty uniform. Okay, at least with the inside slots, they made it so it's kind of idiot-proof. I wonder if that gap is supposed to be there. Yeah, that looks better. I'm gonna assume this is how it's supposed to look. Doesn't have that ugly gap. Yep, that looks really good. Hey yo, Vumsy, how you doing today? Thank you so much for stopping by. I enjoyed your stream the other day. How's this supposed to go down? Is this the right piece? I think there's no way this is the right piece. I'm looking at it. There's no way. Where did I get this from? I must have taken this off of A instead of B. This is B. Yeah, this looks, yeah. I must have taken this off of A instead of B. Well, you got some insight into what modding looks like. Oh yeah, definitely a big list of numbers. And I assume, straight out of the box, it doesn't have all those nice little labels. I'm guessing you were the one who took the time to make all those labels. I'm going to assume they didn't just list everything as weapon heat category 1. Cooldown time. No, that'd be too easy. Ah, I see. So it is supposed to go like this. A lot of them are there, yeah. I also made a lot of my own. Okay, so some of them are labeled, but you also have to make your own as well. Okay. I have heard of some developers leaving in funny messages in the coding. I just didn't know if that was the kind of people that From would be like. Going through all the values. Don't let John change this code again. That kind of stuff. We need F and the G series. If this value is changed from 5, please report to corporate as soon as possible. We got the F-15. Looks like not multiple of them, are they? Nope. Oh, this is just the one back booster. Yep. I need G. Did you work on it more today, or do you have plans on doing some more modding later? There's 2 Gs. 33, 42, 34. Yeah, I need to grab these off of both sprues. I'm working a little on it at the moment. Cool. Oh, is your stream up? I can like throw that in the background. Give you a little lurk while I'm streaming as well. Yeah, whenever you get frustrated with finding the correct code, you can always just hop in here. Relax to a little Mr.RedEye model kit building ASMR. Not streaming at the moment. Alright. Just checking, just checking. I don't like how this came off the sprue. It looks so... Oh, man, this looks horrible. Look at the quality. Ah, that looks ugly. Ah, that's disgusting. They hardly give you enough room to get your pliers in there. That's unfair. I'll have to like paint over that if that's still really noticeable by the end of all this. Alright, so here's... I bent something. Okay, that's fine. That's 33. We need 42 next. Oh, that's a really tiny piece. This is exactly the kind of piece where you clip it and then it fucking flies off of the sprue, so you have to go hunt it down. Sigh. Yeah, I don't know. I might abandon the laser handgun soon. Let's see, what was the issue you were having? You were trying to get it so it didn't have the charge stance, but the issue was every time you moved, it would just cancel the attack. Is that the issue we're still having? Do I remember correctly? I still think maybe if... New issue now, it works perfectly. Oh, okay. Oh, so are you like just finished modding the laser handgun then? So there's no issues with it? You just don't know how to improve it further? Charming from soft issue. I like how that's phrased. What's the issue there? Where's the tiny bit? 42. Where did the other 42 go? Oh, there it is. So, have you noticed how you fire a burst of, say, missiles? Yeah, like when you do like the 10 when you do the 10 cell missiles, how they like all come out like. Yeah, the missiles fire one after another. Is there an issue? Is that what the laser pistol's doing now? Is the laser pistol going? Honestly, that sounds really funny to me. And then you use a melee or a kick or something. Yeah. I clipped the... Where did the white piece go? Am I blind? I swear I clipped that piece out already. I know I did. F15. Oh, it's the black piece. Okay. And it instantly reloads. Does it do? Does the missile instantly reload if you do a melee or a kick? Wait, what's instantly reloading? So wait, you fire all the missiles and then you do a melee and then it instantly reloads? Or is it like it gets interrupted? I don't think I paid enough attention to notice if it instantly reloads or not. You use a melee or a kick. Okay, so you use the burst fire missiles. And then you do a melee or a kick. It instantly reloads. I didn't know it did that. I didn't pay enough attention to that. But that's now some cool new tech that I'm going to add to my repertoire. Alright. So when you're firing a burst fire weapon... Oh, it cancels the volley, basically. Okay, I knew about that. I knew that if you did something... Yeah, if you do an animation, it will cancel all the missiles. Okay, that I did know. I thought you meant if you fired the missiles and then attacked, it would like immediately be off cooldown or something like that. Okay, what I was thinking is completely different then. Okay, continue. Shayla, we're building a model right now. There's nothing to destroy, okay? Can you calm down, Shayla? When I use my charged laser handgun, it reloads. Right, so I'm not really an energy weapon enjoyer. So you use the laser weapon. The laser weapons have cooldowns, right? Wait, do you mean like the laser pistol just doesn't have a cooldown anymore? Like it's just infinite. Laser handgun doesn't have a clip to reload. Yeah. Wait, do you mean like he goes through like an animation, like with the ducats? Like he does the ducat reloading animation? Oh! So because there's no clip to reload, it just dumps the entire thing. Okay, that's funny. So it's, okay, one shot, oh, throw it away. That's kind of funny. I wonder why it does that. Why would it do that? There has to be like a spaghetti code issue, right? I'm trying to wrap my... Why would it do that? It's some FromSoft hard code thing. Maybe like in the programming, the weapons have a normal shot and a charge shot. And so for like a ducat, the charge shot slot is reload. A lot of games are like that. Like where if you change a charging animation, it becomes like a reloading thing and it ditches the weapon. I'm trying to wrap... I have to see it in person to get a clear understanding. It sounds funny. It sounds funny in a horrible kind of way, though. Oh, we got it to fit in there the first try. Dumping the last round. Yeah, but like the laser pistol doesn't have a reload, so why would the laser pistol try to reload, causing it to dump everything? I could maybe if they had like at one point it was intended for it to be reloaded somehow. Because I get that you reload and you dump whatever's left in the mag for like certain games. But with a weapon that doesn't innately have a reload function, why would it suddenly do that just by charging the charge stance? Ah, you're borrowing mechanics from other weapons, so somehow the reloading got added to the laser pistol. Alright, my fingers are too big, fat, and stupid for this. Okay, so you're using the PFAU, okay, as a base. So that's how you got rid of the charging, right? So to get rid of that charging stance, you had to import another weapon. Unfortunately, it caused the weapon's reload to be added instead. Maybe it's because like whenever you use the fully charged shot from the energy weapons, they become overheat. And so instead of overheating, it's trying to reload. Alright, okay, now I can see the logic. I can see the logic that the game is taking now. Only when canceled by melee. Okay, so don't cancel the charge shot with a melee weapon. Then we'll have issues. I do find that as a bit of a funny quirk. Or a kick. Just melee in general. Don't use melee. Oh, the sprue. Oh, that's horrible. I need to like take like a paint marker and color these back in black. Oh, that looks horrible. Oh, look at that. The sprue residue. That looks horrible. How are we gonna remedy? I do like that the boosters, you can like move the boosters around, so you can have the boosters aim up or down. Yeah, well, I don't have the blade right now, alright? So we're gonna have to do that later. We're still a level 1 hobby stream. We'll get when we get serious with the Warhammer stuff, and then I'll get more tools. Then we'll do it. To be fair, the sprues don't give you a lot of room to work with to begin with. I blame the sprues. Mankind refused change. Alright, I'm the Guilty Gear guy. Call me Mr. Guilty Gear. Society refused to change, so they blamed the beasts. Rebel 1. Action. I was also thinking about adding a clip size of 1. I mean, that would fix the issue, right? And then when it reloads, it just doesn't have an animation because it's an energy weapon. Hopefully that doesn't break anything. Game's trying to reload. No, reload. Animation detected. I do really like how the build fits together itself. These are kind of actually rather intricate ways they have them slotted into place. I do like how the boosters fit in. It's kind of like putting a puzzle together almost. This is a very neat core design. Problem is, it goes through animation cycles regardless with fixed durations. How's it going? It's going wonderful again now that you're here. Now that you're here, buddy. Well, we just finished the core, and the core looks really good. And Vumsy was telling me about his modding dilemma, which has been an interesting topic to talk about. Vumsy's having an issue with the laser pistol wanting to commit seppuku every time he cancels it with a melee attack, which I find to be hilarious. Alright, we finished the core. What's next? Bada bing, bada boom. A4. I need A's and E's. A's, E's, and G's. A, E, G. Yo, if you ever figure out how to get melee weapons to work on the right hand, that'd be... I would be so stoked. You fire, then the hand snaps to neutral for a moment, then it raises back up to a ready position every single time you fire. The animation might look funny, because, I mean, you can fire the laser pistol rather quickly, can't you? So you can imagine the AC pop, 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 pop. I'm trying to imagine how the hand's going to look doing that. It has the potential to either look really janky or, like, kind of sick. Ah, so it might hurt the fire rate. Well, you can adjust it in other ways. I mean, if you just want to keep the same DPS, I mean, you could just change, like, damage output, right? It could be that easy. Why would anything be that easy? A4 and A14. You're correct in your visualization. Yeah, see, I'm a visual thinker at heart, so comes naturally. Yo, Junebug, thank you for joining us today, my friend. I hope you've been enjoying this wonderful weather. It feels like spring has only lasted a couple of days and we're immediately into an early summer. Isn't that exciting? Feels like in the span of a week, we went from it's too cold for the cherry blossoms to blossom to it is now the beach episode. The only white glint I recognize is the glint of a nice tall glass of water. Speaking of which, I haven't taken a sip in a while. It's kind of funny. I have this big jug that stays at home, and then at school I also have a very big flask. That's like the size of a German tank shell. The students think it's funny. They're like, why do you need so much water? I'm like, H2O, man. You gotta stay hydrated in these trying times. Can't wait for early onset 4 months of profuse sweating. Luckily, my classroom has an air conditioner, but I've seen the classroom that the junior high school teachers use, and they do not have air conditioning. So those poor bastards have it rough, but I'm gonna be sitting nice and easy this year. Since I'm the senior first teacher, I get the nice room. My schools are hit and miss. Uh-oh. So it's like sometimes you go to one school, ah yes, air conditioning. Go to another school, ah yes, sauna. It's perfect. That's what I miss about living in the States. In the States, centralized air and heating in every building, every room, every vehicle. Japan, for all of the good it has. Why couldn't you guys have incorporated universal heating and cooling? Was that really too much to ask for? Oh, I saw a physical copy of Snatcher the other day. If you ever go to Akihabara, there's this really nice shop that's like off the beaten path. It's rather well hidden. It's called Beep, and they have a lot of the old PC 98 and like really old computer games. And they had Metal Gear 2, and then they had Snatcher. They had the early Kojima trilogy. E13. Nothing like the miasma of mid-afternoon summer classroom full of children's heated milk farts. Oh shit. Yeah, it was definitely, yeah, because Beep, they were focused on the old PC game, so it had to have been the PC 88. It was in a big box. It was like, what is it? There's Sen and then Mon. So Mon's like $100. So yeah, it was like Yongman-en, I think. It was somewhere in that ballpark. It was Yongman, I believe. I just thought it was really cool. I like it whenever I watch one of my retro streamer buddies, when I watch them play a game, and then I go out and I find the game that they're streaming. I've seen a copy in person, but it was the Sega CD version. I'd love to bring one of those home one day. Save up your money. I know where all the good places are. You come visit Tokyo, I know all the good places where there's no tourists. So I don't know if you remember Jay Foddick or not, because Jay Foddick, he was another retro streamer from Korea, and he was one of the guys that we rated quite often when Armored Core 6 came out. He played a game called Community Palm that I thought was really cool. And I also found a physical copy of Community Palm, and that was almost, it was sealed. It was new and sealed. It still had the original plastic wrap. And it was like Goemon-en. I was like, damn, that must have actually been a really popular game back in the day. I need E. No wonder I couldn't find it. I don't play a lot of PC games as a kid. So not a lot of original CDs. I think the really PC game that I played as a kid that I thought was really cool was Final Fantasy VII. Because my grandparents really liked to do garage sale shopping. And I remember I was playing the Final Fantasy games at the time, and my grandfather remembered that, and he picked up a PC copy of Final Fantasy VII for like $1, and that was my birthday gift, which was like a win-win for both of us, because I was super excited about it, and he only had to spend $1 for my birthday, so everybody made out like a bandit that day. Let's see. Pretty sure the Sega CD1 is the most common version in the US of Snatcher. Okay. I've got Snatcher on PC Engine and Sega Saturn, but I gotta catch them all. I follow Jay Foddick, still watch when I can, but he seems to have a new time slot. Yeah, I wonder if because they changed the Korean streamer thing, if that changed anything at all. Oh, probably not. Probably just rescheduling. So I think maybe his stream was under his Australian. I think he's Australian. So it might have been under an Australian license. So I think he might have dodged a bullet there. I played a ton. PC was my main platform growing up. Of course, when I'm talking about growing up, I'm talking about like 1990, 91, DOS days. Well, I was born in 92. So growing up, I was literally growing at that time. All right, I need to focus. Where's the E spew? I need that. Where's the E spew? Yeah, my only PC games are, of course, like, you know, your Putt goes to the zoo, Jump Start, Third Grade, those kind of games. But Final Fantasy VII was my first real PC game. Whereas there's G. A, B, C, D. E! Finally, we found it after getting stun locked. E13. There's 9, 10, 11, 13. Yeah, I was already in preschool and getting ready for kindergarten when you were born. Hi, same. Calm down, Shayla. In front of yes. What? Shayla, we got ha sam. What is it? Ha same. What language is that even? I also grew up playing a lot of father's old Atari, though those were ancient even then. I never got to play Atari, so I missed the Atari. I think my first gaming system was the Super Nintendo, and my first video game was Street Fighter 2. And then my second video game was Kirby All-Star Saga. I remember because my older brother always wanted to play Street Fighter with me, but my older sister always wanted to play Kirby with me, and they would fight over my attention because I was the baby then. So it's my turn to play with Mr.RedEye. No, it's my turn. A PCL. So, you know, the brother's like, we need to play the manly fighting game with violence. And the sister's like, no, we need to play the cute game with the tiny puffball. See, a lot of games were primitive, but there are a few standouts back then. I know that there are a few Atari games. Did what was it, Castlevania? Was that an Atari game? Did the early Castlevania games come out on Atari? Streamer question, if you don't mind. Song requests. How do you get around DMCA copyright shenanigans? I think on Twitch they don't really care, and on YouTube they send a message that says like, we're going to mute this video. No, first YouTube says your video is going to be unavailable in this region, but you can mute it and then we'll make it available in every region. And I think Twitch does the same. Twitch, they won't bother as long as you don't publish the VOD, but if you do publish the VOD, it will automatically mute any DMCA music. That's what I normally get. So YouTube tells me either mute the music or we can't show it in Japan, and then Twitch, they just do it automatically. Yeah, these don't get published. They get hidden in my reserves, and then they get deleted after 14 days. But the YouTube videos do get published, and then YouTube tells me to mute that segment. I don't think so, no. Side-scrolling platformers were relatively rare on Atari. The two that come to mind are Pitfall, Montezuma's Revenge. Pitfall, I did play Pitfall, both the original Pitfall, and I think there's a Pitfall sequel that was like on Sega Genesis, I want to say. No, it would have to have been Super Nintendo as well, wouldn't it? I'm trying to remember, what was the Pitfall sequel on? On Twitch, you can play music on a separate audio channel, making it broadcasted while live, but not saved on the VOD. That's smart! I need to figure out how to do that. From the in-game license music. It never hits me with like a copyright strike, which I'm grateful for. So I'm just kind of like cruising, like, you know, as long as it gets muted automatically and I'm not going to get punished for it, I'm just going to keep going. Maybe that's playing with fire. I don't know. But you know what they say, you get 3 strikes, you're out. I'll learn after the first one. Alright, this is going to be a pain in the ass to get in there. It was the Sega Genesis. Okay, cool. My memory's not that bad yet. Although YouTube is doing this cool thing, because on the last video that got uploaded that had song requests, YouTube has this AI thing now where it will isolate the music for you and it will mute just the music while not affecting the other audio. So that could be something cool, like if you plan on uploading onto a YouTube VOD channel. Because YouTube did give me the option where it said we will isolate and mute the music without affecting the other audio. Okay, so it came out for both. It came out for both the SNES and Sega Genesis. I must have played on the Sega Genesis because that was one system that I had. I remember playing a lot of the Madden football games on the Sega Genesis. Yeah, I think that was basically it. Oh, and what was the dinosaur fighting game? Primal Rage. I think that was another Sega Genesis game I played. I have no idea how I'm going to fit my fingers down in there. I see. We can use G13 to push it in. That'd be even better. Yes. See, I remember because I liked playing that game because, you know, what little boy did not like dinosaurs? G13. Excuse me? Where's my G13 at? Oh, G31. I think my favorite Atari title was Archon, which was like chess, but the parts actually fought in a one-on-one battle when they tried to take each other. That sounds cool. Dude, did they predict... Isn't that Wizard's Chest? Did J.K. Rowling just steal that idea from Archon? Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me that J.K. Rowling is actually a hack? I think that's what you're trying to tell me. I think you're trying to tell me J.K. Rowling's a hack, a big phony. I'm not going to get this piece in there. This is ridiculous. Look how deep that crevice is. How am I supposed to fit my fat fingers in there? The developer of Archon would go on to make Star Control, an excellent sci-fi series with similar gameplay to Archon. A sci-fi series, so it was like chess-based, but it was just like sci-fi instead. Oh, this is gonna piss me off. Ah, the battle parts, not the chess parts. I'm gonna need to get like a chopstick or something, because I'm not gonna get my finger in there. We'll use the blade. I need a... Okay. Let me get my pencil in there. I'm a genius. I did it. With surgical precision. But on Archon, you actually controlled... Oh, let me see. Go back up. That was also a thing in Star Wars 2, right? Chess equivalent pieces fighting each other. That was, I think... What was it? Was it Chewbacca and Han Solo? I think they were playing. And they had a little holographic... Or maybe it was... No. It was C-3PO and Chewbacca, I believe. All I remember is I know exactly what scene you're talking about. Yeah, Chewie and C-3PO. Okay, I got there. But in Archon, you actually controlled the pieces and could fail at taking the opponent. That's right. Let the Wookiee win. Just let the Wookiee win. All right, we got that. We got that part figured out. Oh, is it supposed to go on the other way? Don't. It was supposed to go on the other way. Yeah. Alright. This way in. Okay. Chewie threatened to take 3PO's arm off if he won. Oh, no. It's kind of funny to think about because Chewie's like, he's supposed to be a really old general, like military leader guy in the lore. Like he's not just a dumb animal. He's like actually a real big shot. So it's kind of a funny imagining him like, let me win or I'll rip your fucking arm off. All right, wonderful. I'm glad we finally got that piece sorted. Why stop at the arm? But 3PO is just annoying, so I understand. So for the crime of being an annoying robot. I remember when the prequel trilogy came out and they had the Star Wars toys and they had the little kid Anakin. And like somebody told me, they're like, Anakin becomes Darth Vader. I'm like, no way, you made that up. That doesn't make sense. And then he showed me the toy and it had this little holographic where if you tipped it the right way, it went from Anakin's picture and then it changed to Darth Vader's picture. And it was like I was destroyed in real time. Like I had one of those DBZ moments where the power wave flies over your face and wipes you out. Like he destroyed me with facts and logic in real time. They even... I wasn't paying attention. The instructions even recommend that you cut this segment out so you can stick it inside the piece to push it in. Look at you guys distracting me from the instructions. That's alright. Using a katana is cooler anyways. So we need another PCL. But yeah, when I was looking through all the old retro games, there's so many tourists in Akihabara now. Like 90% of the people I see are just tourists. And they're just, everything they see that has any kind of possible value, they're just immediately buy it. Like there's this one dude who had a basket, like he wasn't even paying attention to what he was grabbing. He was just like grabbing things off the shelf just to buy and take home. Like he wasn't even looking at what he was buying. He was just walking down like, basket. 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 I'm like, oh no, that's where all the old Armored Core kits are going. They're just like, oh, we're just gonna come in like a bunch of locusts. We're just gonna buy all the cool stuff. Luckily, there's quite a few places they're off the beaten path, so I still have a few places I can fall back on to look. A lot of people don't even know that there's a second Super Potato in Ikebukuro. They only know about the Super Potato in Akihabara, but nobody knows that there's a cheaper secondary location in Ikebukuro. And don't you go telling that to other people. That's a secret for this chat, alright? It's funny because it's where you're gonna find some of the worst deals in all. Exactly! That's where they pump up all the prices. Like, alright, this is Akihabara. This is where all the tourists are gonna come. Everything is going to get marked up a bazillion %. Actually, a bazillion %. Are you E? You're E. I might as well take these out because I can already tell these are going to be used for his back boosters because we have all those slots right there. What did Shayla call me again? She called me Dr. Akame. I can't get over that. Should I change my name? Should I rebrand? Should I just become Dr. Akame? I've been thinking about it. We're gonna need that. That should do it.
I prefer the random book offs in the middle of the farmland.
All the adult stores with random aisle of games for 50 yen. Yeah, the adults come in, they're like, oh, we gotta get the juicy adult videos. Oh, actually, these video game deals are kinda hot. Yeah, whenever I get on the train and I have to go out somewhere, I always look for the book offs. I love book offs. Book offs are incredible. That's another secret, alright? You guys can't tell other people about the book offs. You guys can know, because you're friends now. But don't go telling strangers my secret. I'm only here for the games, I swear. Oh, the adult games? Yeah, we have those. They're right over here, sir. One Leisure Suit Larry.
Book off, hard off, wander.
You gotta be careful. You're talking about adult videos, and now you're trying to get a hard off? Oh no, that's sounding kind of suspicious now, Junebug. Getting a little spicy for chat. Tell no one. We gotta keep them hidden from the general public. Ah, shit, I forgot to put that thing in. What is that? That's G31. G's a black piece. There's I. You're a PC. Funny little story, since we're on the subject of shopping. So in my apartment, I'm so close to other buildings, I can't really put a hose outside to ventilate the spray-on primer for the Warhammer figures. So I thought I would go look for some paint-on primer instead. I was thinking that'd probably be my first alternative. And I go to the Warhammer Cafe in Akihabara, and the guy comes and he asks what I'm looking for. And I told him, well, do you have paint on primer? And he just looks at me, he's like, oh, you don't need primer at all. You can just paint directly onto the plastic. And I just look at this dude and I'm like, thank you. And I just turn away from him. Like, look here, sir. I have professional standards. All right? You need the primer so you can get the paint to stick to the plastic. And if I want to paint using real paints, I need my primer. So don't tell me I don't need primer just so you can make a quick sale, all right? I was not born yesterday. It was the strangest exchange I ever had. All right, we got the bad boys finished. Okay, what's next? 42. Yeah, I know. E. You know, you don't even need to paint these at all. You can just play the game with flat gray miniatures. No problem. No, look here, sir. If I want to take these to an official sanctioned event, in order to be combat ready, they need at least 2 different colors on them. And then parade ready is 3 colors. What if I wanted to compete, huh? Think about that. Did you? You know, nothing wrong with playing with just the gray pieces. I've seen people do it. But I gotta paint my bad boys up, you know? Was that it? 13 and 19. You're 12. I need 19. Here we go. That's why I like BattleTech. You don't even need models to play. You can have paper stand-ins if needed. That's sick. You could just print out some paper and be like, all right, this is my army. There's no way that Games Workshop would ever let that fly. They would absolutely go crazy. Yeah, here's my army. I just scribbled it onto the back of a napkin before coming to the store. It's like understood. It's like the Virgin and Chad meme, where it's like the Virgin Games Workshop. No, you need to have an army of 10,000 models painted perfectly. The Chad BattleTech. Oh, is that a napkin smudge? Are you using that as a token? Perfectly accepted. Perfectly acceptable. I understand. Understood. You dropped your crown, King. You know, I've been hearing about BattleTech a lot recently. Might have to give that a see, because before, like, this week, I had never heard of BattleTech at all. But now I've seen BattleTech pop up on my Twitter feed more often than before. You know what? Let's not mix these up. Let's not mix these up. Obviously, serious players take pride in their minis, but it's a great way for new players to try out the game without investing a small fortune. Yeah. I think my first Age of Sigmar army was like $300. So for the price of a console or a copy of Snatcher for the PC, you can play Warhammer. Not only do you not need primer, you don't even need models if you use your imagination. Finger guns. Pew pew. That'd be a fun sell. You go into the store. How much is it going to cost to get into the hobby? How much do I owe you? Oh, nothing. Just use your imagination. Just here's a marker and a dry erase board. You can just draw your army onto the board. Games Workshop would try to sell you the marker on the dry erase board. But BattleTech. Oh, no, bro. It's on the house. First one's free. There's C. Where did I go? That's L. 3 wads of Monopoly money, please. Oh, did I say 3? I'm sorry. We overcharged you. To compensate, let me pay you money. Let me pay you for coming into my store. I7. Oh, there you go. Get a little clip here. A little clip there. There we go. I almost want to take this piece off right now just so I can throw this entire sprue away. But then I know I'm going to lose this sprue if I do take it off early. I'll just put you up there for now. Okay, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, we got to do this thing. Alright. So that looks right. Why do I keep taking them off early? That's a bad idea. I do that every time and I get punished for it. That looks good. So where does this slide in? I think it's telling me to put it up here. It does fit. I mean, it's a little loosey-goosey, but it does fit. Son of a bitch. I don't think that's the right one. I think this is the right one. Yeah, this one fits better. I don't like that you can slide like that. I would prefer it if you were snug in your little nook there. Yep, this bothers me. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be like this. Oh, it's like a sliding. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is a feature, not a bug. Look at that. It slides back and forth. And I can even, ooh, look at that. All right, I changed my mind. That's actually really cool. I guess we do it the same way with this too. Is this the same? Oh no, this might be the bottom because he has two that go on top of one another. This might be the wrong version of what I'm looking for. Yeah, because this has this hook here instead. So yeah, this is the wrong version of what I'm looking for. We need this piece. I'm getting a bit worried that the people who work at the Lawsons that I go to every day are getting a bit too familiar with my presence. So when I first moved here, it's like, all right, they probably thought maybe I was a tourist. Maybe I was just passing by. But now it's like I've been going there for several months, and they're like, wait a second. This Gaijin actually lives in this neighborhood. So now they're like actually talking to me and trying to start conversations. And I'm like, no. You're just going to make it too painful when I eventually do have to move. Don't talk to me. Please don't. You're going to make it too painful. Like, they're really great people too. I'm just waiting for them to eventually, because every day I go there and I grab like a coffee and a French toast as a little snack. So I'm just waiting for the day where they just have it like ready, because I go there at the exact same time every day. So I'm just waiting for that day where I walk in there and they're just like, "Ah, yes, Mr. RedEye. We already have your coffee and French toast waiting for you, sir. That'll be 312 yen. Oh yeah, I like this. Yeah, they even show it there. Okay, we got that good. We got that correct. So now we're gonna snap on the shoulder piece, which is gonna be one of these, with one of these, and then we need an A24 piece. Oh snap, which one was it? We want it to be pointing inwards. This one on it. Oriented in this fashion. I need it facing away. Okay, that's oriented correctly. Okay, we need the other one, not this one. You can go and wait. Going to a small local diner or coffee shop and them having your order waiting for you before you even arrive is how you know you've made it in life. That does sound nice, doesn't it? You go to the same place long enough and eventually they're like, yeah, you've been upgraded to regular status. Allow us to make your life more convenient. It is kind of set up like it almost feels like they're family in a way. Just because like the people who work there, because like the manager of the store, he's like an older kind of cool guy. And then there's a lady who works there who I've called like the older sister. So originally I thought she came off like really cold and kind of scary. Like I thought she was like kind of like being a hard ass a lot of the time. Like she would like do minimum amount of communication. Like I thought she was like, oh, she's one of those people who hates her job and she's just fed up with everybody. But then there'd be those moments where I would like catch her like joking around with like the little kids and like playing around with them. And I was like, ah, she is a good person. She's a good person actually. And then one day as I was like getting my French toast and coffee, like cuz they have the receipts that they print off and sometimes the receipts have coupons on them. And a lot of people would just throw the coupons away, but she held on to one of the coupons and she gave me the coupon and saved me 20 yen. And I was like, oh, this is character development. This is character development in real time. It was so exciting. All right, how the hell does this fit? None of this makes sense. What am I looking at? Did I forget to include something? Front view. Top view. Oh, that looks correct. This fits like this. Ah, because when it slides out... Okay, I'm understanding how the mechanism connects now. Alright, if this functions like how I think it's going to function, it's going to be really sick. So let me guess, it's gonna slide out. Because that's what it does. It does slide out just like in the game. That's cool as fuck. Yo, that's actually badass. Because that's what it does in the game when he does his overboost. It slides out and then it goes back. That's actually amazing. See, we gotta get that off. This is blocking the path. Yeah, we need to shave these down. I love it when pieces move like this. There's something mechanical and satisfying about it. There we go. Oh, this is going to be fun to play with. Once we get this entire thing put together. Oh, yeah. These are going to be fun to mess around with. Yeah, just smooth out a little bit more. Okay, that should be good enough. Every time I hear the Armored Core 5 soundtrack, I should just buy the CD. I really should. I know they have it. I went to the store. They have it for sale. I think they have it for Armored Core... Yeah, they have Armored Core 3 soundtrack. They have Armored Core 4 for Answer, and they have Armored Core 5 and Verdict Day. I might as well just buy the soundtrack, because I love the soundtrack for Verdict Day. That was some of the most pleasant music that we had on stream when we were playing Verdict Day the other month. The menu music, the different faction music. Wait, what's the issue? Why don't you want to snap in? What's the problem here, officer? Cool. Ah, and this is where the missiles would go. Because what is it? White Glint can't equip extensions because his back has to be slotted into his shoulders instead. So we did that, we did this, we did that. So now we need the G series. All G28s. And there's quite a few of them. I should have saw this coming. I should have known. Yeah, because look. 2, 4, 6, 7. This is going to be the most tedious part of building White Glint. And I'm hoping these just all just pop in real easy. I hope there's no thinking involved here. I do have to say, compared to the Gaia unit that we built, the Evangel, this does have more pieces that when you put them together, it's a bit more satisfying. Like the moving shoulder piece, or like the legs. The legs felt really nice putting together. I feel like the Gaia unit was more frustrating than anything. I mean, don't get me wrong, the final product, really nice. It is one of my favorite looking designs. But they do not pull their punches when it comes to building the Kotobukiya sets. Hello there, thank you for joining us today. How's your day, Kai Corey? Oh, there's part of the sprues on there and it's not going in all the way. Come on, just fit in. Nah, I gotta pry that out somehow. There we go. All right, let's try that again. I'll put this side in first. Now it fits. Beautiful. Oh, God, do it again. I remember this kit being like hyper complicated, but having a lot of nice details. But the biggest concern was the plastics used for it. It does look nice, at least. There was a part with the back where I felt like I was almost about to break it, but we just had to like change the distance for like one of the connector slides. So I definitely get that. But yeah, the details on this have been really satisfying. And some of the segments get really dense with all the parts. Like, what was it? Like these shoulder guys, these were really fun to put together. And even this is really fun because it like slides out. Like, yo, how cool is that? It goes all the way out. That is sick as fuck. So yeah, very complicated piece, but when they come together, they're really cool. Oh, there we are. I'm worried about the plastic again now. Okay. Woo. Yeah, if they made these a little more sturdier, so I could feel safe manipulating it, that might go a long way. But yeah, so far it is a very, very cool piece. Where's my other G? There's two G's. I need another G. Once everything comes together, it feels much tighter. Much tighter. Oh, here it is. They do have this on display at the hobby shop that I visit. And it does look really nice put together. They had this on display along with the, what was it? The Noblesse Oblige. And the Noblesse Oblige looks really sick. Like, there's a reason why he almost costs $100, because he looks beautiful. I found it kind of funny how a lot of the internal parts also looked very mechanical in nature as well. Even the parts you don't really get to see. Yeah, like they got the little thing that holds these together so it slides back and forth. Even that thing that you're never going to see again, It was a hyper detailed. And like the internals for the body, they all have details on them. They didn't have to do that. But they're like, if you have a chance to see it, we're going to put some details on it. Oh, don't go flying off. Thank you. Scaring the shit out of me. See, what other parts do they have? They have an Armored Core 5 figure coming out that has the parts that I like. That has like the antenna just coming straight out of the chest. I might pick that one up. I think that's coming out in the next month or two. It's reprint. The one that has the high TE defense. Just because I was thinking, maybe I grab that. Maybe I grab that and I grab Magnolia. And instead of making the intended AC, I kind of just garage kit and slap together one of the ACs that I used when we were playing Verdict Day. Kit bash. That's what I'm talking about. Like, Magnolia's cool. I do like what her name was. Her name? She didn't go by Kasumi, right? No, Magnolia was her name. Yeah, her name was Maggie. That was her name. Her AC is called something else. I don't remember. Yeah, her name's Maggie. Like, she's cool. Her AC does look cool. But I want something that's a bit more, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Personalized. The Blue Magnolia. Okay. So wait, that is the AC name then. Her AC's name is the Blue Magnolia. And do we just call her Maggie for fun? I heard that Armored Core 6 was getting a model kit. I think it was Rusty. Or was it Iguazu? It is Rusty and Nightfall. So they're coming out with two. So there's going to be the Nightfall kit. And there's going to be the Rusty. And if I get a few of them, because they're going to be cheap. Because these are like, they're 30-minute kits by Bandai. So they're not as complicated to make. So if I can get a bunch of them, I would like to do a giveaway. I think that would be really cool to do. Blue Magnolia and Magnolia Curtis. RIP 3M. Magnolia Curtis. Wait, did she name her AC after herself? My name is Magnolia Curtis, and my AC is Blue Magnolia. I do like that she comes with the Kurosawa, because the 5th gen Kurosawa looks really cool. Okay, I'm reverting to vanilla laser handgun. I give up. I'll increase charge time and make the charge shot stronger. It sounds like a good trade-off to me. I mean, if you increase the charge time, that will prevent people from accidentally doing the full charge shot. Which I assume a lot of people will appreciate. Yeah, so it happens less on accident. Exactly what I was thinking. I feel like it's a missed opportunity on FromSoft part that they didn't just do that. Just release like all of the... Just have like, alright, this is the core set. You buy this and you get like 5 different cores. Here's the arm set, the leg set. Go ahead, go crazy. Build your ACs. Build whatever the fuck you want. I feel like that's a lot of money that they just left on the table. That's what I would have done. I would have leaned super hard into that. I mean, it just makes like the Gundams. Okay, I understand. I understand that the Gundams don't let you do that, but like make kit bashing easy. Because they kind of do that with the weapons, because you can buy the weapon expansions. Like the weapons they have in their own little boxes that you can buy, which is really cool. I do appreciate that. Yeah, with the model kits that you're talking about. So when they come out with Rusty and Nightfall, they also, there's an additional weapon package you can buy to go along with them. So you're gonna have Rusty with all of Rusty's weapons. You're gonna have Nightfall with all of Nightfall's weapons. And then there's an extra weapon pack that comes with a few other weapons as well. Alright, if you could fit in here for me. You're just gonna do me like that? You're just gonna stick out? Be a pain in my ass? Kit bashing is when you put Buzz Lightyear's head in Hatsune Miku, right? That is, that's correct. That is a form of kit bashing, that is. You got it right, Bumsy. That's correct. It's physical modding. Dang, they really fit it in there tight, so you can't have any of leftover sprues on there, or it's just not going to fit at all. I do love seeing the different kit bashing that they do at the hobby shops. There's so many cool kit bashing. And if there's anybody who's into Warhammer, you need to check out, what is it? The Golden Demon. Some of the kit bashing they do for that is incredible. I think the winner of this year's Golden Demon Award, they had it where they had like 2 sets, but it was reflected upside down. And the top half was like the vampire character. And then the bottom half that's supposed to represent the reflection of the water, it was just the armor with the vampire person missing from it. It was such a cool effect. Because it was just mirrored correctly for like the reflection of water. And it was just, they had the complete vampire guy on the top, and then on the bottom reflection, it was just the armor standing there. And I was like, damn, dude, that was a sick idea. No wonder he won. That was fucking brilliant. Like with swappable pieces of a bunch of AC kits, could also do something like that Gunpla showcase with custom AC kits. Yeah, I've seen, they had, I went to a Gundam museum or Gundam store, and they had a bunch of those kit bashes and stuff they had put together. And they had really cool dioramas, like they had like the G Gundam with the Devil Gundam when he has like all the tentacles and shit, and it's like bursting out of the ground. It's like, what isn't a work of art, you know? Come on, can I just pop you in here? I don't want to try and pry you out. No, you're not going to fit in for me? You're going to be a pain in my ass? Alright. I do wonder how difficult it would be to swap pieces. Might play around a little bit with the Leah and White Glint 4 that we got back there. The custom parts too. I follow a few people on YouTube. I don't know what it is that they do. To me, it looks like, I don't know, silly putty or something. Like, not green stuff like Warhammer, but it's really easy to slice up. But then when they like stick it on the actual thing that they're creating, it like hardens up like plastic. I don't know if that's something that they stick in the oven, because it doesn't look like clay. I don't know what material they're using. But they're like sculptors, and they make it look really good. And like, by the time they're done, it's like they made it completely from scratch. Their own little figure. I suppose for mecha stuff, it'd probably be easier to 3D print that. Because then you could do all the mechanical looking designs. You could design that using some sort of modeling software. And then just 3D print it, and it'll come out perfectly. Yo, that looks really cool. Oh, that's sick. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's going to suck. We have to put all the flaps on now. Oh, that's going to really suck. Alright, we need to find E. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Yeah, just you know, that's it. I'm going to invest into a 3D printer. I'm convinced. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do. Talking so much about model kits, Warhammer. That's it. I'm just gonna buy a 3D printer. You guys did it. You convinced me. Somebody send me in Discord. What's the best 3D printer so I can buy it? Oh yeah, this is going to be very tedious. Sometimes I wish I had artistic talent. Might be a skill I get doing streaming if we continue doing this kind of hobby stuff. So I honestly do see a lot of the things artists do on Twitter and YouTube and live streams, and I think, damn, that looks cool as fuck, dude. Like, just the process of making it. And a lot of people don't have, like, the same process. Each person has their unique style. They have their own processes that they follow. And when I got into like Warhammer and I watched a lot of the Warhammer painter videos, all the different techniques they use. People who do paint brushes, people who do spray brushes. The people who do that really cool cell shading technique. Yeah, like the videos of people who get like those really cheap like crane game prizes. Like they're really cheap, like, you know, like $5 Gokus. And then they repaint them using the cell shading technique. They look so cool. Like, damn. All right. Now I want that. You showed me something I want. Now I want that. Why would you show me something if I couldn't have it? And it's like, of course you can have it. You just have to get good first. You know, at first, when they had the AI art thing come out, I was kind of excited for it. Because, like, yo, this is actually kind of cool. This is kind of sick. You can just type in some words and it'll, like, shit out some cool art for you. But then, like, all the people that I followed, all the artists that I like, they're like, this is cancer. It's going to destroy the artistic industry. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to side with the artists. You know, as cool as I think the technology is, if it's gonna like put people's livelihood at risk, I can't condone that. And it's like artists were the last people that we thought would be affected by automation. But no, for a while there, it looked like they were going to be the first ones on the cutting block. I've started to see some of the pachinko places, like near the stations. They've started to use like AI generated art for advertisement. And from a distance, it looks all right. And then you get up close and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with their hand? Why does their hand look like an eldritch abomination? All right, can I get this in here without breaking anything? Perfect. Look at that. Almonds activated. Oh, baby. So this aims up like this. To be honest, AI is fine. Even if it kills artistry as a profession, it's just a matter of government catching up and actually address the fact that our population will outgrow the availability of jobs. Anyone can draw as a hobby. Sell shit as a hobby. Oh, anyone can sell shit as a hobby? Oh, like were you trying to correct yourself? Or is more going to come up? Because I feel like that could lead into to another sentence. Yeah, I think... Because AI is both, you know, it's an exciting and scary thing. Because, you know, the idea would be to go into, like, what would you call it? Like a post-labor society where, like, we don't have to do anything anymore. Robots and AI will do all the jobs for us. And then we can just, like, stay home and do our hobbies. But it's like, you just know that's not how things are going to be. Oh, just, no, not poor English at all. Okay, so anyone can draw as a hobby or sell shit as a hobby. I think I understand the gist there. I think I got it. I got the concept. But yeah, it's... On one hand, I agree. Because I think the dream is to have AI do everything. And then we just don't have to worry about money anymore. Like, humans can finally focus on being humans. But you just know that's not how corporations are going to see it. Corporations are like, okay, nobody's allowed to have a job, but we still want your money. So, like, the likely scenario is, like, the mega rich will get to live, and then, like, all of us plebs, we're just doomed to get fucked over in the end. Yeah, and I enjoy Etsy. I buy some things off of Etsy from time to time. People just using their hobby as a way to make some cash on the side. Hey, that's kind of like what I'm doing. I make like pennies off of advertisement. Yeah, that's why I'm just like, you know, at the moment, I'm kind of cautious on AI, but if mankind, if the government does the right thing and leads us into a true post-labor society where robots and AI can do everything and everybody gets a universal basic income, if they could somehow implement all of that in a way that doesn't fuck people over, oh yeah, then I'll be like, yeah, dude, AI, let's go, brother. Supply and demand will keep that in check. If no one can make enough money to buy what big corporations are offering, prices will adjust. No matter how stupid expensive you make something, selling it to 5 people won't keep a company afloat for a year. I'm just worried about... Yeah, I suppose you're right. Because I was thinking, well, if robots are doing everything, it's like maybe the company stops worrying about getting money for like food and whatnot, but it's like they don't give a shit about that anyways, do they? Yeah, you right. It's just the limits of human greed never surprise me. So it's like I'm always I try to stay optimistic, but at the same time cautious. Because I'm not educated enough to form an appropriate opinion on the subject. All I can do is hope for the best. So I know a lot of people got angry at like Wizards when they were using... Maybe it wasn't Wizards. No, it'd probably be... Who's their publisher now? What's the big American toy store? Toy company that owns all that stuff. I wanted to say Bandai Namco, but no, that's Japanese. Because I think it was Magic the Gathering. No, it was Dungeons and Dragons that was caught having AI art, and they got a lot of flack for that. Hasbro, that's it. Yeah, it was Hasbro. But it's honestly a government issue, not a tech or capitalist issue. The government just needs to adapt faster to tech advances. See, that's why, you know, like as an American, because we have like a lot of people who think the government needs to be more hands-off. And then you bring up like that's a perfectly correct. As long as government is there to like prevent capitalism from going too late-stage capitalism, because you need regulation. You know, you want to talk about drugs. You know, the best way to curb drug addiction is to legalize, regulate, taxate. Like that would fix like all the marijuana problems. It would get people out of jail, off the streets. Legalize, regulate, taxate. And for that, you need government. But there's a lot of people that, no government oversight. What do you mean you don't want to find a human finger in your Big Mac? Regulations stifle commerce. Because you get people like that. I'm a big Teddy Roosevelt guy. And I thought Teddy Roosevelt was just absolute Giga Chad. Breaking up monopolies. He regulated the meat market after Animal House came out. I was like, this is what government should be doing. Like, no, Teddy made a mistake. I love it when the factory worker falls into the blender and becomes part of my hamburger. Hasbro. Can't have commerce without jobs, can you? No, you cannot. Because then who's going to buy the things that you sell? Who's going to sell the things that you're trying to sell? You can't just have an idea in a factory. You need people. But yeah, that's above my IQ, I'm afraid. Like, I know a lot of people in Japan right now. Well, there's a lot of people on Twitter who are freaking out about the Japanese yen hitting 154. And a lot of people don't like kind of realize that it's not entirely Japan's fault that the yen is in its current state. Because a lot of it is dependent on the United States dollar and the interest rates that the government set. Because like we're all intertwined now. It's like some of the kids in my class are like, the Japanese economy sucks now. The yen is super weak. And I'm like, I mean, the cost of living's not that bad. I can go get a mortgage on a house right now and I'll be paying basically the same that I do for rent for this tiny apartment. Food is still really, really cheap. Transportation is not bad. What's so bad about it? Well, the yen is super weak. It's like, well, a lot of the reason why the yen is so weak right now is because of the United States dollar changing. Like, there's nothing you guys could have done. You didn't do anything wrong with it. The only thing you guys really need to worry about is population decline. And if there's going to be a young enough workforce to take care of the aging population. As long as you do something now to fix it, Japan's not in a bad spot at all. Like, I know people who are changing their United States dollars into Japanese yen right now because they're like, yeah, the yen's going to come back down eventually. It's not going to just keep going up. Like, they're ready to make bank on the exchange. I'll give it 5 generations. Then will be the welfare West. No one is working. No one has any purpose, and a hedonistic hellscape where everyone is lonely, mentally ill, and online. No, that's like the bad ending. Like, you play Persona and they're always like, humanity begs for death. And you're like, no way that's true. And then you see like all the terminally online people and you're like, oh my god. Persona was right all along. This is the direction we're heading in. But I like to be an optimist. So I'm going to be like, well, it'll change eventually. Well, once we get some of these old fogies, once they get out, we start getting some young blood in there. Like, we can't keep having presidents who are all like 80 and 90 years old. For the love of God, can we finally get some people into positions of power who have to actually live with the consequences of their decisions? Can we stop getting all these people who are already on the way out just doing what they think's best for them without thinking about the consequences of their actions at all? I don't know what it's like for other countries. I mean, the Prime Minister of Canada, he looks like a young guy. The Prime Minister of Germany, she looks like a young person. I mean, relatively speaking, compared to Joe Biden and Donald Trump. I mean, is it the same way for a lot of other places? Or is it just Japan and America that is overrun with old people who can't let go? There we go. Perfect. Finally. These aren't missiles. What were these? These aren't missiles, are they? These just open up. This is just like a really super powerful overbooster, right? Were these missiles? I don't remember. I need to play the game again. Not sure. Well, a two-party political system sure stifles political discourse and competition. Here. That's like the one thing that the Founding Fathers said. They said, don't, for the love of God, do not create a two-party system. Look, if there's one thing you can take away from this, do not make a two-party system. It doesn't work. Almost immediately, we run headfirst into a two-party system. Poe's law. What can go wrong will go wrong. No, not Poe's law. Murphy's law. Murphy's law. Because I remember, because in the movie Interstellar, he names his daughter Murphy, and she's like, why'd you name me Murphy? What can go wrong will go wrong. I do rather enjoy the amount of moving parts on this thing. Having an assortment of moving parts is very almond activation. You don't even need more than 5. Don't even need more than 5. Wait, is that all? Is that it? Did we finish all that? Are we almost done? No, it can't be that easy, right? I'm still missing something. Are we missing a page? Is that it? Oh no, I was so excited. I was like, why do they have this here? Are we finished? No, not finished. Get fucked. Like, that's enough, sure. There will probably always be 2 big dogs anyway. But you need, like, I feel like maybe one side can, like, somehow create, like, some sort of bargaining power. Because you can have, like, a smaller party. They can flip back and forth. So, like, you have the 2 big parties, and then they have to fight for the loyalty of, like, several other smaller parties. And maybe that'll create something. I don't know. I'm not a political analyst. What do I know? Alright, we need to go back to the A's. Where's my A boys at? I'm just gonna clip everything off so I can throw you away. I don't want to see you again. But they'll be kept in check by the 3 others who innovate, criticize, and always try to elevate their own part to equal standing as the bigger parties. And the smaller parties can also be used to support the 2. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Like, that sounds like a pretty good system. I mean, why wouldn't that work? I mean, I think that's kind of like what Japan has, almost. Because Japan has a lot of parties that I see. Like, whenever I see it on the news, they always have, like, the pie chart. And they're always talking about who's arguing who's trying to garner favor with this faction and this and that and the other thing. That way, right and left can't go too far right and left, although risk losing smaller parties. That's how most other democracies work. Most others, except for mine. I'm kind of curious to see how this election cycle will go. I mean, what with how crazy things are getting. Try not to take the stream into too crazy of a political direction. I just think it'll be interesting to see how everything shakes out. This looks like this fits over the core, and then the arms will get fit in through here. Yeah, this looks like how the arms connect to the core. Yo, our first finished sprue. As long as the next president gets rid of my least favorite minority. Alright, so ban that kid. Ban that kid. Ban him. Get him out of here. Yeah, that is how a lot of people think nowadays, don't they? Come here, you. I need you. Come here. Alright. As a foreign resident in Japan, I do feel a little bit worried with like how the tourists are acting, because I'm on the Japanese Twitter and I'm always getting pictures of somebody complaining about what the tourists are doing. Like, one that was circulating around was like a bunch of white people on a train, and they were like doing push-ups on the handlebars in the train. That made a lot of people really mad. And like people at like the big temples and stuff, like sitting on the steps, which is like super inappropriate. And a lot of people complain about that. Or there's like a bamboo forest in Kyoto, and people were just defacing all the bamboo stalks. Like writing like, James was here, 2024. I'm like, oh no. So I kind of feel like I have my GoPro because my idea was to, you know, record videos of me walking around Tokyo and then sending that back to my family so they can see what I'm up to. But with like assholes like Johnny Somali and all these other people who become like nuisance YouTubers who like they make videos just trying to piss people off around them. I'm like, well, I can't do that now because people are going to see me with a camera and they're going to think I'm one of those freakazoids. And then somebody's going to assault me. And I'm just trying to make wholesome family videos. America being a superpower is also bleeding over to other nations. Most people roll eyes over the craziness, but a lot of people that don't tend to get sucked in really hard. And then they become doom posters on Twitter. What pieces am I looking for now? We have the F. I need the Fs. G. What's this? G, double G. E. Yo, speaking of Armored Core 4 answer. Extremism has a charm to it. I think a lot of people think it makes their lives more exciting. If there's always something like going on. Maybe they try to live vicariously through it. I hope this gets clipped off. I can't tell if that's part of the sprue or part of the piece. I'm going to assume that was part of the sprue because it will make me feel better. If not, we can always just glue it into place. I think it's an issue of purposelessness in the world. Yeah, a lot of people kind of feel like they don't have a place in the world right now, do they? I wonder if that's a fault of technology, just making us feel more like distanced. It is kind of a curious study that I read how like the previous generations in America valued having a car more than generations now. Which I can understand because generations now, if you want to like talk to somebody, you can just get on your phone, just text them, face chat. Because like back then you didn't have that opportunity. You had to actually like get in your car and go drive and meet somebody. So I don't want to sound too much like a boomer. But I feel like that might be part of it. Just, you know, as much as technology has made us more connected, me being in Japan and then streaming to people in England and America, and the rest of Europe, the rest of the world even. And that way we're more connected. But at the same time, it's like, you guys can see me, but I can't see you guys. B. So in that aspect, we're both the closest we've ever been and the furthest we've ever been, which is kind of a crazy thought. When there's no struggle, no impending threat, no hurdles, no journeys, then it's like, well, what now? You pack up and you go on a globe-trotting adventure, and hopefully don't make yourself a nuisance in the middle of it. I mean, life wasn't that exciting for the older generation either, was it? Like, what did my father do? My father, he played drums in a band. He drove around the United States. And he took care of horses. But, like, you can do that now. Like, nothing's stopping you from doing that. But you were pressured by necessity. Okay, I see. I feel like, aren't we a bit pressured more? I feel like nowadays we have, because like, you know, the economy was better in like the 80s and the 90s. Like you could buy a house and get an education on like a part-time income. I feel like we're the ones that are being squeezed more by the pressures of necessity. How did these go together? Shit, I should have been paying more attention. Okay, this looks like this piece. Yeah, so this is gonna be this piece. Yeah, so these fit together like this. So this goes in here. I don't need a worker. I have AI and robots. I don't need no woman, man. I'm independent. I don't need to visit anyone. I can call them or FaceTime. Okay, in that aspect, yeah. Because as things become more... What's the word? More convenient. Yeah, because there's like no pressure to like have to go out and do it. Like everything's like at your fingertips. Alright, how does this work? Oh, I see. This gets slid in. Oh, shit. That was part of this piece, wasn't it? Yeah, we're gonna have to glue you in. Oh, no, you might just fit in there. Okay, we might have salvaged the situation. The situation is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I don't need a boss. I can self-employ. Oh no, how true. I mean, I think there's more avenues for where you can be independent in that regards, where you can self-employ. But I don't know if that's something that's available to everybody. Because that almost feels kind of like saying, like, just become an entrepreneur. Just make money. I don't know if it's that easy yet. Maybe in the future, but I don't think it's that easy yet. I get where you're coming from. I just don't think it's not quite there. I think we still need to, because it's really difficult to find jobs for a lot of people. Like they try really hard, and it's not like they can just, you know, just make money, forehead. Okay, which direction? This is supposed to be facing up. Just don't get lost in the sauce. Don't get lost in the sauce. Oh, I see. It's supposed to fit in here like this. Oh, shit. Alright, so yeah, because the arm's going to be out that way. So yeah, this does fit in here. But my point is still, no one needs anyone. Only thing that needs another present living human being is children developing a healthy brain. Yeah, it's easy to get like lost and then become like maybe like doom posting a little bit. Cause I honestly don't think that life is that bad yet. I feel like we're still living in a relatively safe time compared to the rest of human history. You know, like. So I mean, statistically, crime rates have been decreasing year after year. As much as people want to say, like, oh, we live in the most dangerous times. Because I know there's, like, a lot of people who are excited, like, yes, the end times are nigh. But, like, things aren't really that bad. Like, we are going through a period of struggle right now, but it's not like this is the worst it's ever been. But I can definitely understand how it's easy for people to get stuck in a bad mentality, and I feel like technology, social media in particular, not technology. Technology has done a lot of good for mankind, but social media has resulted into a lot of like brain rot and doom posting. Because like if you get exposed to a lot of people saying like, things are horrible. We don't need one another. You know, if you need this, you can just do it yourself. It's like, well, a lot of that you get exposed to from like people also saying that on the internet, and then you begin to think that's like an actual widespread idea. But I like to think that no, I think we're still doing okay. Yeah, just a byproduct of things being too good. You got to step back a little bit and be like, all right, we need to see about our basic necessities are met. So now we need to like take care of our mental health. Yeah, people are becoming too complacent. Things have become too complacent. The mind starts to wander. You know what they say? They say idle hands are the devil's playground. Maybe that's what they meant. I hope if I push this together, I'm not like... I'm not solidifying this. I think we'll be safe to do this. Let's do it. Let's push it in. Yeah, that looks good. At the very least, in my neighborhood, drug-related incidents, kidnappings, and even murder have been happening a lot lately in the past year, in spite of several decades where it had been really quiet. I kind of want to go somewhere else. There's another... Yeah, Chaos is kind of going through the same situation where he talked about that. Or, like, things around him have gotten kind of violent. I wonder why they... Like, is it restlessness because of current events? Like, I want to sit down and try to understand the situation. Because, yeah, things have been quiet for a long while, and now it's like, what's gotten people up and about? What's going on? Maybe are we just aware of it more because the news has been posting about it? Maybe it hasn't become more active. Maybe, but then if you, like, have personal experience with it, they're like, no, it's not because of the news. This is actually what I see around me. Is this upside down? No, this is how it always has been. Yeah, this is how it always works. But now, does it go out like this? Well, that's what it looks like in the diagram. I can only assume this is the correct way. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, fit just like this. Now, let's get some of this sprue bit off first. Crime will go up and down in both big and small places. The national average in most Western countries is really low compared to before, especially countries with gun regulations. Wait, is this part of the actual piece or is this part of the sprue? Because I can see this here, which leads me to believe... No, because it doesn't show up on the diagram. I'm gonna clip it off. I'm gonna trust my gut on this one. Yeah, this even looks better. Yeah, I mean, living in Japan, I feel kind of blessed. Because I don't really have any kind of... I don't feel like I'm worried about anything. I don't think I'll ever be a victim of crime in this country. Meanwhile, I have friends who've been victim to the IKEA boys. Them IKEA boys. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. Oh, that fit in there way better. Oh, that looks really good. Yo, what if we lived in an armored core society? Dude, don't you guys want to like live in a country where like Kisaragi exists? Is that the good timeline? The timeline with Kisaragi? We can have Amita running all over the place. Amita for president. Let's go. Oh yeah, the shoulder fits in here. Don't forget that. I would love to work for Kisaragi. Think about the benefits. Am I right? Like, you just know a company like Kisaragi, they must have like god tier benefits. If you get harmed on the workplace by kaiju related accidents, we will take care of your family for life. Feel secure when you work at Kisaragi. While I live in a quiet small town on the countryside and the crime spiked by 500% by one guy alone, technically. One guy shoplifts a candy bar, crime rate has spiked by 4,000,000%. That's actually kind of funny to think about. One guy jaywalks. The crime rate has spiked an unprecedented 2,000,000%. It's crazy. I don't know what he was thinking. Just the way he crossed the street, and he didn't even have the right of way or anything. It was just, he was a madman. Right in front of the children too. I've never been more horrified in my life. Oh, you're gonna cause a problem, aren't you? Oh no, it fits in there nicely. Okay, cool. Let's get the back cap before anything decides to fall out. Yep, that's nice and solid. Doesn't take more to make crime go up and down. A few bad apples once in a neighborhood becomes unsafe. Because remember, a very small number of people does all the crime more often than not. Yeah, and if you live in a really small community and you're like, uh-oh, I might even know who those people are. Henry from down the street, is that you? You did that? Alright, can we get you in? Can we fix this up? Oh, there's a little smidgen of sprue. Gotta get that off. Thank you, Shayla, for shilling as always. I know you're just looking out for the best. Alright, we got all that taken care of. I do like how this looks. That looks really cool. That looks really nice. Oh yeah, it even says to clip that off. Okay, cool. Alright, what's next? Slap this all in. Can I just do that now? Can I just slap it all in? I don't have to worry about anything else fucking me up. Oh, that looks sexual. Oh, oh, I like how this is fitting together. That is a beautiful piece. Wow, that comes together very well. Oh my god, that is beautiful. It does feel very solid. For a second, I misheard you say Shayla was looking out for the feds. Thank you, Shayla. Thank you for looking out for the feds for me. Alright, we need to find more A's and more F's. Wait a minute. A's. I thought we finished with the A.
Was there something still left on A?
A11. Oh, there was this tiny little asshole sticking right here. Shayla's looking out for the feds, bruh. Now we're officially finished with the ace brew. Really? Is this tiny thing really necessary? There we go. I wonder if they were like commission based. And like FromSoft was like, alright, Kotobukiya, we'll pay you for every piece that you make. And then the Kotobukiya staff are like, alright boys, we need to turn every single little tiny detail into its own little unique piece to maximize the money that we make. So get to work. E, do I need any E's? No E's. Any B's? No B's. You're gonna need an F. Are you G? Yeah, I need G's. I'm just really looking forward to getting these connected to this. Like, I'm so excited. We're like on the cusp. We're on the brink. G37. No, you're F. I need the other G. Where's the other G? I had two G's. Was it G37? God, could they not put this in order? Okay, that's the one I already got. Got a little... I guess, is this like a radiator? I wonder what this is. Like, what's its function? Is it here to heat up, to cool down? I'm curious. Can I get a back view? I would like to see. Alright, I can kind of see. I think this fits. We need the tactical katana. Well, fuck me, I guess. Never mind. Just poking up a little bit. I need to go down. One down. White Glint really only being two colors does make putting his model together a lot easier. There's not a lot of extra work you got to do. By the time you finish him, it's like that's what he looks like in the game. No extra details necessary. Maybe you go in and like put some scuff marks or scratches or some bullet holes on him. But no, once you make him, this is White Glint. Yep, this is what he looks like. It's hard to you know, beat perfection. Those kind of seem like unnecessary sprue pieces. I'm just gonna clip those off. Listening to the older soundtracks, I kind of hope when they make Armored Core 7. Not 6.5, but Armored Core 7 specifically. Like when they make the next generation. I hope it has like this feel to it. Like this soundtrack, when you listen to like Armored Core 4 and 5, the feel to it is very different and distinct from the feel that Armored Core 6 gives off. I kind of want to get that old vibe again. Like it has a very specific feel to it. Got a little... I wonder what that is. What its function is. Oh, maybe is that like where the cockpit comes out? Yo, is that what that's supposed to be? Is that where like the cockpit comes out? Kind of like an EVA unit, they have like those pods. Do we know where the cockpit comes in and out of the White Glint unit? Is that information that we actually have? So I'm kind of curious now, because I'm looking at this, I'm like, that'd be the perfect place where the cockpit could like come out. But no, because that's like way too close to the boosters, right? It'd be really hot. No, because the core would have to be like in the center here. But I think 4th gen ACs are supposed to be a bit bigger, aren't they? Next are supposed to be larger than ACs. We need F. What goes? 18 and 14. Alright, and so these connect here. Okay, now I understand everything. Come on, don't be an asshole, just snap in, thank you. Wait a second, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right at all. Oh, it's upside down, this is on the wrong side. Oh no. I did it, and I didn't break the piece. Okay. Alright, crisis averted. We got it. Alright, we good. Oh, look at that. That's cool. That's nifty. Nope, I actually stuck it on wrong. Don't break. Okay, thank you. Now it's correct. I flipped that door hinge over like 100 times. It's like, wait a second, that's not fitting in correctly. Now it is. Now it looks good. Perfect. Finished that, and that. Connected these together. What the hell are you? Are you supposed to be like the hip joints? Oh, this shit's getting crazy. This shit is getting crazy. Well, we got little less than an hour. Can I finish this in little less than an hour? I do not want to disrupt my sleeping schedule. But we're like so close. This should go on this side. Oh, that looks cool. Yo, boy, T100. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, that does look right. It's just not going in all the way. Come on, you beast of burden. You've been kicking ass on the Armored Core 6. You better say yes. You make anyone cry? You make anybody rage quit? Send you hate mail? Still top 10? I know, buddy, I know. Ain't nobody gonna dethrone Void T100. I'd be sitting relaxed if I was you. Be like, oh, hell yeah, top 10. I heard this next patch is gonna be really big. People were theorizing that normally when they announce updates this far in advance, it means something really big's coming. So very good chance we could be getting a lot of content, or at least a good balance patch coming with this. Okay, that looks like it's a bit more in place. Maybe just apply a bit more pressure here. Yeah, I think that looks good. Yeah, that looks nice. Don't gotta worry about that anymore. Any more Fs? F3 and F20. It'd be sick as hell if they added like F3, F20, F2. Could you imagine if they added an entire new segment? Like if they added extensions? Like, we have heard the cry of our children and they have demanded extensions. Oh, here's a banger. Here's one of my favorite songs. Some guy was bitching at me yesterday because I'm always complaining about OP dumb shit and sick of seeing same builds in ranked because there's not enough parts. He just came at you like,
Stop having an opinion. You're not allowed to have an opinion anymore. Stop it.
is that basically what they did? I mean, hell, man, it's your stream. You want to say something, you say whatever you want. This goes underneath. Oh, there's so many details to this thing. What is this even supposed to be? Like, are these supposed to be flashlights on the bottom of the core? Are these extra cameras for the pilot to see? What is this part supposed to be? That's so interesting to me. I'm sick of it. I want to play ranked, though not worth losing or winning. Look forward to this patch. People are saying this is going to be a big patch. I'm kind of inclined to believe them as well. If they're announcing this far in advance, it has to be something good. At the very least, it should be enough to revitalize ranked again. Oh, before we do this, we need to make sure that we got B13.
I think the B parts are still in here.
There's C. H. Oh, C. D. You just gotta have patience. Trust the process. They are very busy people. They have the Elden Ring DLC coming out soon. The fact that they are still working on this patch with Elden Ring on the horizon. Yeah. I say just trust in the process. I believe that they'll come through in the end. I mean, it's FromSoft. That's what they do. They execute. They don't make excuses. You have all these other companies that are always complaining and whining about the players and the consumers not buying their games and this and that and the other thing. What does FromSoft do? They execute. Stop complaining and execute. That's what they do. Or is it gonna go on this side? How the fuck? Yeah, that looks about right. Balance the point system. Yeah, they have to know. I hope. Have they sent out any surveys? Because normally they send out surveys about this kind of stuff to see what people want changed. I wonder if they're aware of the problem. Because other than you, I don't know if I've heard of anyone else, like on the other social media sites, bring this up. But it does seem like a very important issue that needs to be addressed. Because it really it encourages you not to play the game. Like, why would I do that? Why would I risk losing all my points? If I lose once and I lose 1,000 points, and then frickin' mouth breather over here, he gets one win, and he just goes up 1,000 points. Like, that's not fair. Yeah, it has to be changed ASAP. I wholeheartedly agree there. Really? This is how this is supposed to go? Like, real? No cap? Oh, well, I'm just gonna have to trust the process. Alright, the other one went in. Why aren't you going in? What are you doing? Why are you making my life difficult right now? This one went in perfectly fine. This one is putting up a struggle for some reason. It's like giving me carpal tunnel. Ow, it's hurting my hand. There we go, finally. Cool. This looks like a lens. This looks like it's like a tiny camera. I've never noticed this thing before. Is it like the anti-missile system? Because like other armored cores, they had like the little thing in the middle of the chest that would shoot down the missiles. I wonder if that's what this thing is supposed to be. Because it looks like one thing might be something that scans and looks, and then the other thing is for shooting. It's such a nice, it's a cool little detail. It makes you think, yeah, this is a military vehicle. Finished. Did we get G41? No, we didn't. Here, let's move the PC. We'll move the PC pieces up here. Wait, what number are you? You're I. Okay. G41. Did this song also play when you fought Mother Will in Armored Core 5? Oh, I'm scary. Oh, this is actually part of the design. Don't take that off. Alright, why aren't you going? Why do you do this to me, child? There we go. Man, I can't get over how the shoulders can transform. Like, that's so cool. Like, goes out all the way, like in the actual game. Dude, I bet they had fun figuring that one out. Like, that's something that's gonna be really cool for, like, posing. Yeah, that's sick. That's badass. Okay, got that. All the tiny little pieces. All the tiny pieces. Perfect. What is this? Yeah, that has to be like the hip and thighs. Yep, it is. Sure is. How much of this is needed? I'm trying to think if I can skip making the weapons, because I know these have to be like the missile launcher things. So these are the boosters. So we just finish this chunk, we can just officially say like, okay, we got it. And then we can like just knock off the weapons sometime later. So let's try to get this finished up. We need PC, 2 H's, and an O. H. Where's the O at? Oh, here it is. C. We gotta make the head too. The head would look really cool. Did they save the head for last, really? That seems like such a cliche thing to do. C13 and C15. What's this? This is another PCM. Those are the 2 H's. Put those over here. This is the O. There's M. So now we need F. F27. Flip this around. I don't know if it's supposed to stick up that much. No, okay. I guess that's how it's supposed to be. H. Do the same over here. H. And then the O is going to stick up out of the top. That's it, nothing else. Alright, cool, I'm doing it. YOLO. Do this. Cool. Shit, what did I drop? Oh, nothing important. I hope. I pray. Next, C. I feel like the next time we do this, I'm gonna have like a clear file folder and just sort these all alphabetically. That's what A, okay, we know exactly where A is. This is C4. Now it says it wants me to take something off. Oh, that's for another part. Okay, I don't gotta worry about that for now. That looks nice. H. Well, we already got C out, so let's get C11. Just get a little bit more of that sprue gunk off. Just to tidy up the appearance a little bit more. Are there any more C's I need? Nope. We just need the 2 H's now. ED H. I haven't had a sip of water. You guys aren't keeping me hydrated. You gotta water and feed your streamer, you know that? You have to take care of me or I'll die like a Tamagotchi. Oh, I see. They want you to take these off. Oh, that looks really cool. Oh, there's just a little sprue gunk in there. I thought it was connected. No. Nope, it's good. Alright, got that and that. So now we need C. We need the garter belt. The belt of power. That slides down here very easy. Kind of looks like a unicycle. Any more C's? No, just F, 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 B. Here, let's start with B. We only need one B. B5, off the back. So it looks like all that's left is the hand, and there's like one other little detail piece. If we can find out where that goes, we'll be able to just ditch that sprue. Just take the hands off, because we know where the hands are going to go. There's only one place where the hands can go, and that's on the hands. shoe. Buckle my shoe. 25. Here's 29. Oh, here's 25. $25 goes into the bottom. Seems like there's a specific way it's supposed to go in. Get in there straight. Don't be off center. Now, where are these supposed to go? Oh, I see. They have these little holes right here for them. Well, let's take the belt off. I feel like the belt's going to be in the way. Oh yeah, that looks good. That's perfect. Yeah, that fits right in there. Yep. Yep. Do we have 10 minutes to put this all together? Oh, we're going to be missing the head. He's going to be missing his head. Poor buddy. You know what? Let's put as much of this together as we can. Because then, yeah, the boosters just, they fit on the back right there, so there's no problem. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to put this dude together as much as we have. As much as we can. Should have put the legs on first now that I think about it. That would have been the smarter idea. Put the legs on first. Oh, these are... Oh, I like these joints. Oh, these aren't scary joints at all. They just slide right on in there. Oh, this was... Oh, the way that they made the joints here. Oh, that was perfect. This guy's... Ah, oh, damn it. I did the thing that I didn't want to do. There's a reason why it recommends that you use glue here, because this piece of shit's going to keep falling off if you don't. How am I going to pull this in? I knew I was going to make this mistake again. Can I pull it off? I think I can still pull it off. No, because that's what's holding it together, isn't it? Damn it. I knew I was going to make that mistake. I was like, okay, when you're doing this, don't make this mistake. What do? I go and I make the damn mistake. I'm too lazy to go get the glue. I'd rather just do this. All right, just don't push in on that accessory. Just don't do it. God damn, this one handsome boy. These are those scary... Oh, I don't like this. This guy is going to look amazing when he's finished. Just the way he looks now, this is incredible. Very well designed. Oh, he's got good balance too. I can just stand him right here, even on the paper. My word, what a wow. I'm blown away, to be honest. Let me see if I can get like a grip in here so I can tighten up some spaces. Yeah, get some of the gaps out here. Yeah, what I'd probably do is put some plastic glue in there and just hold this tight and then get rid of the gaps. All right, let's see. How did we do today, boys? Ta-da. Wow, that looks great. That looks incredible. We are so nearly finished. Oh, that's good work. I'm proud of that. Are you proud, chat? I know I am. All right, we're going to call it a day here. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by and watching. We'll continue this next time. Until then, I hope you all have a good day. Thank you so much, Araugi, for the follow. And off stream, we also had a Mettone. Mettone, thank you so much for the follow. Arigatou gozaimasu. All right, you crazy animals. I will see you when I see you. Until next time. Bye-bye.